Tommy Egan is back for another season in Power Book Force, and it is going to be bigger and better than Season 1. Season 1 left off with Tommy teaming up with Diamond with plans to take over the drug game in Chicago, after Diamond and Jenard split territory of CBI. Once it was revealed that Walter was the cause of Gloria's death, both Vic and Claudia have distanced themselves from their father, for now. D-Mac is still in the hospital after getting shot, and JP and Kate are with him. Claudia killed Liliana, and no one knows it was her, although Tommy might have a clue. And finally, the law enforcement had gotten wind that there was some shady business going down in Chicago. There are so many theories on what we could expect to see in Season 2, so in this video I'll be covering some of them. Welcome back to the TV Recap Show. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but let's get right to it. We got to see a different side to Tommy as he left New York and headed to Chicago. However, Tommy is a drug dealer and he wanted to become the biggest dealer in Chicago, even though there were many established gangs there already. This disruption he caused caught the attention of the NYPD. And that's where the first theory has been speculated, which is that Tommy might get arrested in Season 2. Detective Blanca Rodriguez, Agent Medina, and lawyer Jenny Sullivan, all from the original Power series, made an appearance in the final episode of Season 1. They seemed to have some information about the criminal activity in Chicago, but they didn't know it was Tommy that was involved. Although they don't know about Tommy yet, they are unlikely to suspect him. However, the photo they have could help identify him, and Blanca has a massive grudge over Tommy already, so when she finds out he faked his own death, she will not be happy. Many people are wondering why Blanca is such a big deal, and it's because she has a history with Tommy. She can out him to the world, and he won't be a low-key drug dealer anymore. He will have way more heat on him, and that makes it more likely for him to get arrested. And if that happens, no more Power Book Force. Unless they made a season where they show Tommy living life in prison. In an interview with Hollywood Life, Joseph Sikora hinted that he may be involved with law enforcement. The people around him like Diamond, the Flynns, and JP could find out who the real Tommy Egan was in New York. He goes on to compare other drug lords and their relationship with the police. This could be a fun storyline for some of Season 2, and it will be interesting to see how Tommy gets away from the police. Walter Flynn tried to manipulate his children into thinking that Tommy was the reason that Gloria died. However, Claudia figured it out and confronted Walter. Since then, Vic has sworn to never trust his father again. He could just be saying this out of spite because he does seem like a lost child who needs guidance from his father, and he can easily be swayed. However, if this isn't the case, then here's where Theory 2 comes, which is Vic teaming up with Tommy to take down Walter for good. This sounds plausible because Walter did get Vic's love of his life killed, and even Vic almost died in the accident. It wouldn't be surprising if Claudia even joined the duo to take their father down, because we did see her go behind Walter's back in Season 1 to work with Tommy with Dahlia. Tommy may never be able to trust Vic and Claudia fully, but that doesn't mean he won't use them to get what he wants, and currently, Walter is standing in his way. I can see the trio working well together. Tommy worked well with Vic previously, even though they both had a love interest in Gloria, yet they still put business first. Vic has shown himself to be more determined and headstrong than Tommy expected. Tommy also worked well with Claudia. Even though they had their disagreements, they worked past them and made a good team. Claudia has also proven herself to be fierce and persuasive. If the trio don't end up killing Walter, let's not forget that he has lung cancer. Even though he denies it at every mention, if he doesn't get it treated this season, he may die before anyone can even get to him. With the loneliness kicking in after his children abandoned him, this may affect him way worse than he thinks. A plot that would be crazy is seeing Paulie go against Walter. Walter will be relying on Paulie a lot more now that Vic has left him, but with Walter being quite demanding and dismissive of Paulie, he could also leave Walter and give him up to the FBI, potentially even trying to take the Flynn organization for himself. One of the most upsetting plot twists in Season 1 was seeing Liliana die. At first, Liliana may have had an agenda against Tommy, but they soon became close friends and partners, so it was sad to see when Liliana died. The third theory is that Tommy will go after the person who killed Liliana, and we all know it was Claudia. Liliana was trying to save Tommy from Walter Flynn, and it made sense that Claudia was trying to save her father, but by the time Tommy got to Liliana, she was dead. If Tommy finds out Claudia was the one who took the shot, do you think he would let it go, or would he get his revenge, knowing that Vic and the rest of the Flynn organization would be after him? Personally, I think it would be too risky for him to kill Claudia. What are your thoughts on this? Piggybacking off this theory, now that Liliana is gone, Tommy will need someone in the back, doing everything that Liliana did, and this is where JP could find his place. Although Tommy is working with Diamond, to make up for keeping D-Mac a secret, Tommy might give JP Liliana's spot in his business. It can be argued that JP doesn't have enough experience to be part of something like this, but then again, everyone must start from somewhere, right? Even his own son is in the game. This could also be the start of JP's revenge arc. Someone shot and almost killed his son. He is probably eager for Tommy to find out who was behind the hit, so he can get some blood on his hands and prove to Tommy that he is built for this world. Tommy could also disagree to protect his blood relatives, who knows? Now that Tommy has a real family, he may do everything he can to keep them out of this world and out of his game. So we may see less of D-Mac and JP and more of Tommy just trying to grind and become the biggest drug dealer in Chicago. Last season, we saw Diamond and Jenard face off, almost killing each other. There was a major power struggle between the two, and ultimately they agreed to split CBI territory. The fourth theory is that there will be a war within CBI. Although Tommy was last seen working with Diamond, he might not even have a part in this war, as it is between the two brothers. Some speculation is that Jenard is so focused on getting rid of Diamond, and now that he's working with Tommy, he can kill two birds with one stone. Others speculate that Jenard will be more calculated with his moves he makes. We might get to see the leadership side of Jenard that he used to keep CBI together for all those years that Diamond was inside. Let's be honest, Jenard's thinking in Season 1 was poor, and that's what led to his failures. He has been running CBI for 15 years, yet it seems like he hasn't learned anything from that time. Jenard could be worried that Tommy knows he was responsible for the hit on D-Mac, which would give Jenard more reason to be careful and possibly get rid of Tommy for good. Jenard was ready to kill Diamond, which makes him more likely to attack Diamond when least expected. Diamond, however, was hesitant to kill Jenard. He still has hope for his younger brother, which makes him less likely to attack Jenard. We can be sure for certain that if there is a war between CBI internally, it will be worth the watch. By the end of the season, Tommy was no longer interested in Dahlia. He wanted something else. This leaves Claudia with Dahlia. We could see her team up with Vic and Jenard to be the new distro for Dahlia. The dock that Claudia used to make it is on thin ice, and I feel like if she works with Claudia again and makes one wrong move, Claudia could kill her. I hope to see more of Tommy's character development in Season 2, rather than him just going around being a drug-dealing murderer. Now that he has a family, maybe we can see what he's like as a brother and an uncle in a proper family setting, rather than the New York drug business family setup he had with Ghost and Tariq. Kate might also be sticking around for a while, and again, hopefully we see Tommy and Kate's relationship strengthen, as opposed to them hating each other. If this does happen, that would make Tommy vulnerable, as he is now got something to lose, his family. What are your thoughts on Tommy's relationship with his family? There is so much potential for Season 2 with all the storylines they could bring to life. Which theory is your favourite, and what other theories would you like to see happening in Season 2? Is there anyone specifically that you'd like to see be killed off in this season? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.